Welcome to Game Day with Hick the Stick for week 6 of the college football season. Last week, Georgia took care of business at home and beat Arkansas. Arkansas didn't score any points. The big dogs got it done, told the Razorbacks to go back to Arkansas. You're not as good as us. You're overrated. Arkansas plays Ole Miss this week. Ole Miss got beat by Alabama, and that game wasn't close either. Alabama, Georgia, are they the two best teams in college football? And if they are, who's the better team? Oklahoma, Texas, the Red River rivalry this week. Can't wait. One of the best rivalries in college football. Penn State, Iowa, number 4 against number 3. It's in Iowa. Can Iowa stay undefeated, or does Penn State come into Iowa and get the win? Cincinnati beat Notre Dame last week. Now they just need to keep themselves undefeated, and who knows, this might be the year they make the college football playoffs, but we'll just have to wait and see. Let's get started with week 6 of the college football season.
Our first game is Arkansas versus Ole Miss.
Arkansas, they got beat bad last week against Georgia. I mean, everybody was talking about it. They beat Texas A&M. I was even talking about it. I was drinking that Kool-Aid. I thought Arkansas was amazing. But then they played Georgia and they got beat. They didn't score any points. Ole Miss, they also lost to Alabama. They were expected to be close in that game, but it didn't happen as well. Both teams were undefeated. Now they both have one loss. One of those teams is going to get 2 losses this week. Who's the team? Well, I wanted to go with Arkansas, but I got to go with Matt Corral and Ole Miss. Ole Miss gets the W.
Second, we have Alabama versus A&M.
So Andy told me I get to pick a game all by myself. Are you ready for this? He told me who to pick, and he wrote it on the script. Roll Tide. What does that mean?
Third, we have Notre Dame versus Virginia Tech.
Notre Dame, they must have lost all their luck last week because they lost to Cincinnati. They could not get the win. Now they have 1 loss. They're playing Virginia Tech, who also has 1 loss. And they're playing at Lane Stadium, a hard stadium to win at. Can Notre Dame come on the road and beat Virginia Tech in their own stadium? Well, I see this one as another close one, but I see the Irish getting their luck back and Notre Dame beating Virginia Tech. Now it's time for my quick picks of the week. I make 4 quick picks. Our first game is Boise State versus BYU. BYU gets the W. LSU versus Kentucky. Kentucky gets the W. Stanford versus Arizona State. Arizona State wins. And Florida versus Vanderbilt. Florida wins at Vanderbilt. That's my quick picks of the week. I thought about picking Stanford to beat Arizona State and get the upset. But then I was like, nah, I think Arizona State will beat Stanford. Then I thought about Virginia Tech against Notre Dame. But Notre Dame lost last week, and they're not going to lose 2 weeks in a row, right? So my upset of the week is Wake Forest against Syracuse. Syracuse is at home, and I see them getting the upset against Wake Forest. Now, this might totally backfire on me, and it might be one of the other games, but I don't think so, and I'm cheering hard for my upset. Come on, Syracuse, beat Wake Forest.
Now we have Maryland versus Ohio State.
Maryland was undefeated till they met Iowa, and they got beat bad. I expect that to happen again this week when they play Ohio State. Ohio State looks like one of the best one-loss teams in college football, and they want to stay the kings of the Big Ten. We'll find out in a couple weeks if they still are one of the best teams when they play Penn State on October 30th. But this week they play Maryland, and they get the W. We got Hick the Chick, Hick the Stick, and Hick the number 1 pick is not here because she has something more important to do. I mean, what's more important than Hick the Stick?
Everything.
Okay, there are some things that's more important than Hick the Stick.
Like church.
Yes. Okay. There's
Some people might say school.
school. No. I'd rather do this than school any day. But we're here to make some predictions and do this show for you. And last week, Ollie got some games right.
I'm
so
doing
now
good.
in her predictions this year, she is 4-6. 4 games right,
Thank you
6
very
games
much.
wrong. Right now, I am 6-4. We did the opposite. I have 6 games right and 4 games wrong. And then Madison is 5-5, right at 500. I mean, come on, Madison. That's terrible. She's awful. She can't predict. She's the worst predictor in the world. Okay, we can say all that because she's not here.
If we're going there, I just want to say all of the ones she has gotten right that I haven't gotten right. She told me to pick the opposite team because she wanted to get it right, but she told me I would get it right.
Okay, calm down. Calm down. Okay. It's time for us to make some predictions without Madison here.
Woohoo!
Next, we have Georgia versus Auburn.
So, Ellie, we got Georgia, Auburn. Auburn came back and beat LSU last week. Georgia killed Arkansas. Who gets the win this week?
Georgia.
She's got Georgia. Georgia is definitely the better team in this game. And I got the Bulldogs as well.
You can't steal my
Georgia beats
pick. You can't steal my
Auburn.
pick. You gotta pick the next one. That's the rule.
Then we have Penn State versus Iowa.
We got Penn State. We got Iowa. Penn State, number 4. Iowa's number 3. Ellie, stop nodding your head because you do not know any of that. Who wins this game?
Iowa.
Iowa. Wow, Ellie's on a roll tonight. She picked Georgia and Iowa. I think she's looking at my predictions because that's who I got as well. I got Iowa beating Penn State in a close one.
Hick the Stick's game of the week is Oklahoma versus Texas.
We got Oklahoma. We got Texas. The Red River rivalry. I was there last year and it was awesome, but this year I'm poor, so I just can't afford it. So
He's got to go to college.
yeah, I gotta go to college. Saving money for college, not for football. But this game of the week, we got Oklahoma, Texas. Ellie, who you got?
I'm not picking.
You're not picking.
No, I don't want to make Landon, Hallie, Daniel, Ethan,
Literally all of our friends.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm picking 4. She's got Texas. I have to make a real pick, though, right here. And, you know, I got Oklahoma. They got Spencer Rattler and their defense. It's just their defense really has showed up to get them those wins, but not been the defense we've been expecting. And then you got Texas and Bijan Robertson, who's carrying the Texas offense, and Casey Thompson coming in as the better quarterback against Hudson Card. But in this game, I see coming down the end like every Red River rivalry does.
Okay, cut to the chase. You picked Texas. Everybody knows it.
Yes, I am picking Texas because I think they're going to win. They've lost 3 years in a row.
Oh, yeah. Like, you really think they're going to win?
I think they're going to win. Texas is going to get the win against Oklahoma this year in the Red River rivalry.
We'll see. And it's my turn to do the verse of the week. And this week's verse is John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. I hope everybody knows that this verse is true. Bye! Oh wait, have a great college football Saturday. I got scissors.
You can just say, I don't know. Be like, oh. So we got Hick the Chick, Hick the number 1 pick, and not Hick the number 1 pick.
We got Trevor Lawrence with us, people. I wish.
Bulldogs. I got Georgia beating Auburn. I haven't picked them in our predictions all season.
Why did I not pick the dog?
You did.
I picked Georgia.
That's Georgia.
I thought Georgia was like the Gators.
So we got Hick the Chick, Hick the Stick, and she's gone. Hick the number 1 pick is not here. I mean, she had to do something else. I mean, what's more important than Hick the Stick?
Literally anything.